Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Art of Creation Homestead. My name is Jason. I'm out here today, and I had a conversation with somebody recently that prompted this thought and this idea. I was talking about enjoying growing shelling peas, anything you have to shell. Which we just did a video on one of the things recently, which is the White Dixie butter peas, also Jackson Wonder butter peas, and these Alabama black-eyed butter beans. All those things you have to shell, you know, so you just grows a little bean mosquito. So it just grows like a little pea pod type thing. And we really have to grow English peas, sweet peas as well, that are for shelling, but those are just really tough here in Ohio because the seasons go from too cold, too hot, too fast. And so anyways, that's besides the point. But anyways, so I told this person I really like growing those, and they said, oh, and pink-eyed purple holes too. Pink-eyed purple hole peas, that's another one. But I told this person, you know, we really like growing those things, and they said, well, what do you do? I said, well, you can grow them, shell them, you take the peas or whatnot and put them in a bag, and eventually you get enough to eat. And I said, well, that seems like a lot of work. So that prompted this idea of, yeah, it does take a lot of work. Why can't I come out here without you girls getting out? Huh? Escape artist, aren't you? Yeah, you are. And there's a lot of things that require work when you do this kind of stuff. Like right now, before I can get started doing what I actually wanted to do, I need to give the girls some fresh water. Not because it's just ridiculously hot or anything, they just kind of use some fresh water. So you hear my AC unit running too. But they just need some fresh water sometimes when it gets a little hotter. I mean, like sometimes if it's really hot, like the 90 or so or higher, and really humid weather especially, we might actually put some ice bricks, some ice blocks, I guess we make in their water later in the day to kind of cool them off. But this time, it's just mid to low 80s. It's not too bad out here at all. Not crazy humid either. So I'm just gonna give them some fresh, cleaner water here later in the day, just because they've had their beaks in it all day. It's been outside in the sun a little bit, so it's kind of nice to give them some fresh, cooler water. You girls gonna behave this time? Huh? All the redheads want to get out. Huh, Tootie? Yeah. Watch them. You gotta watch them. So it requires work to do that. Work to get these little girls situated and used to getting them with the older girls. So we're in the process of getting our young chickens accustomed to being in here with the older girls, and it's working out okay. Still a process, ain't it, kids? Yeah. But that takes effort. I mean, what some people say is that really work if you enjoy what you're doing or whatever. If you enjoy what you're doing, you're never really working a day in your life. Or do what you enjoy doing, right? That kind of stuff is true. But at the same time, like, it's work. Okay, sure. I'm not asking for sympathy. Heck, we choose this life. But I guess what I'm saying is like Genesis 3. Okay, this isn't the devotional day, I know, but like Genesis 3 and the fall of man. The punishment for Adam for sin was that like he's gonna have to eat the food that he works for. I need a trellis for what I am going to do today, though, so I think these tomato cages will work nicely. Got these grow bags I'm going to use here. I don't know how I need to get them in here. Maybe just one. Let's see. I bet I need to do two, though. Nah, I bet I can get two in there, each one. Let's see. But that's as far down as it goes. That'll work. So that there. And right there. So like this. Let's see here. But I think there's a lesson in that for everybody, Christian or non-Christian, by the way. I'm not trying to be in your face on today, but at the same time, embrace the work. Like, this was working for our food was like God said we were going to have to do. Like, you ever had, like, you messed up and you know that as a kid, we'll say, and hopefully a lot of parents are watching this, but if your kid messes up, if he embraces the discipline that you put upon him, or him or her, if your child embraces the discipline that you're putting on them, you're probably more pleased with that child. And I bet you that child has an easier time getting through their discipline. And they learn a lot more because of that. Well, your food's gonna take work. Embrace that work. and you're gonna be better off for it, and it's a lot more rewarding. There's so much reward in growing your own food and putting forth that effort, sweating, bleeding sometimes, right? And kind of tiring yourself out, but it's a good tired. Like Angela and I have gotten exhausted by all the watering we had to do this year, but we're proud of the fact that we've grown a lot of food. It's very rewarding, embracing that work. So I got these grow bags set up here, and I'm using these tomato cages for a trellis because we're gonna plant some green peas in this. Got a couple of packs of these Green Arrow green peas that we got from M.I. Gardner, and yeah, we're a little late planting them. Granted, we understand that they handle cool weather. Like if they can handle a little frost, we've got them setting in a way that we can cover them if we need to try to extend that growing season a little bit. And we're just going to try. I think honestly, in doing this, I also have a little addition to that. Is like sometimes I think this is why people are scared to put forth the work, is they're afraid you're going to fail, that your effort that you put forth isn't going to really amount to anything. But honestly, you never know till you try. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to try. We're going to try to grow these peas. If they don't produce, they don't produce. But there's one way to guarantee we're not getting any peas. That's to not plant them at all. If you don't stink and try, you're never going to stink and know. Right? So we got to try a little bit. I'm just going to take these seeds, and these seeds only space them about 2 inches apart. So that's not very far apart, which is cool. We like that. I don't need to plant them very deep either. So what we're going to do is drop them, is put them right here, and they need to be trellised a little bit. I've already soaked this soil down some, and that way the seeds can kind of set in there a little bit more and don't really get washed away. We're gonna have to water them down really heavily anyways. One thing about pea seeds is that you actually they kind of take a little bit of time to germinate, so you can actually soak them. We didn't. Probably could have, should have, would have, whatever, it'll be okay. But you can soak them in some water to help them rehydrate, and that'll help them germinate a little faster. Like if we'd soaked these in a little bit of water for like 6 to 8 hours, or maybe even 12 hours, it'll help them germinate faster. But we didn't, and it'll be okay. That's what we have for you today. Hey, honestly, take some work. Don't be scared to try though. Put forth the effort, and you will reap the benefits of some kind. It's very rewarding. Plant something that maybe you think can't grow. Try something maybe you think you can't do. And see what happens. See how much you learn, and see how rewarding that is. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. My name is Jason. This is Art of Creation Homestead. We love y'all. God bless you and goodbye.